Inside of this box is a miracle, an answered prayer, and a wish come true. I'll tell you, when I made this wish, when I prayed for this, I told the spirit world that if they made it happen, I would share the story with you. Here we are. Have any of you called upon the spirit world and received an answered prayer? Big or small? Have any of you called upon the angels and had your call answered? I hope that you have. I have. Thank you, universe. Thank you, angels. Thank you, God. Very often recently, I've been waking up in the morning and my first prayer is, thank you, God, thank you, Spirit. And I say that over and over again. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. And when I say Spirit, I mean my guides. I mean my angels. I mean all the benevolent beings of 100% pure light who support and assist us in this dimension. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Our ancestors. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Earlier this summer, I shared that I started my day with journaling. I have got a strong morning routine, and I had put forth intentions. And after reviewing those intentions, I found that they came true maybe 70 to 80% of the time. So I decided to experiment with shifting a little bit and instead specifically making like a line in my journal that says requests for assistance. And instead of setting an intention of like what I'm gonna put forth in the day, instead I ask for help, acknowledging I can't always make happen what I want, but with the help of the spirit world, perhaps those requests can be answered. Good. Most of my requests are for others. At least I always start off that way, whoever my clients are for the day. Strong, strong requests. And so I start the day with prayer and really, truly from like the depths of my being, calling upon the spirit world, requesting very specific assistance. And so this package was part of that request. So here's what's inside. There should be about like 6 of these. These are ionic trace minerals. To most people, it's not a big deal. This wouldn't be that big of a deal. It's like, what's the point? But to me, this is life or death. But to understand like how much of a miracle this is, you gotta kind of know that I need these to survive. So these are not cheap, especially when you go through them in quantity, day and night throughout the day. And the supply of these things, and this seems to be this specific brand, Good State, this seems to be what works best for me. They don't ship overnight. They use the United States Postal Service only, so shipping can take several days, and they run out of supply, and currently they're out of stock. So probably about 10 days ago, I started getting frustrated. You know, I was tabulating how much this is costing me, and I started to, you know, the uncertainty around being able to receive them and the stock. And so I decided to look for an alternative and a solution. And I found one that seemed like it was safe, and I decided to test it. And I had 3 of the worst days of my life. And I can't really tell you exactly what happened. A lot of it I don't remember. My consciousness was affected. It really sucks because the alternative I was testing would have been so good. It was 1/3 of the cost, it was more potent, and it was ample supply, easy to get. But after what I faced, and also the pain of it and the shock and the recovery, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I know. Like, yeah, like I'm gonna go back to the good state, right? Like I'm gonna go back to my good state of being with the Good State minerals. And I went to their website and they were out of stock. And that's when the prayers began. I was like, dear God, dear Spirit, please, from the depths of my being, please help me to find this product and help me to get it in time before my supply runs out. And I had a little bit of a back supply. And I was like, and please help me to get it at a reasonable price, which is how I ended up with this Walmart box. I don't know how Walmart got these, but they did. Somehow. So I do know how. It was with the help of the angels. So I ordered these and I felt at peace. I don't know how it happened, but I got some kind of notification shortly after. It was sort of like too good to be true to begin with, I guess, that they would even have them in the first place. And it said your shipping has been delayed, which these were available from like Amazon and a few other places, but the shipping was like a week, or it was to the point where I would have run out of supply and faced a health crisis before they got there. And then it was looking like with Walmart, even I already placed the order, the same thing was going to happen because the shipping was delayed. So I was still going to go through a period of not having them and potentially facing life or death again, or at least severe electrolyte imbalances that could lead to loss of consciousness and things. And so I prayed so hard. I said, God, please, if there's any way that you can bring this to me in time, please bring it, and just please somehow, some way pull the strings for me, please, like please, 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 please. Like I just asked for all the assistance. I remember calling it any and all available angels, please like surround this package and bring it to me. And someone from Walmart.com reached out to me and they're like, we're sorry, your package has been lost near Atlanta, Georgia. It's not moving. We don't know if we're gonna get it to you. It's probably not coming. Here's a refund. Maybe place a new order. Something I'm working on personally is trusting others more. That's been hard for me. My North Node's in the 7th house. Like trusting that others might want to help me, and maybe they'll feel warmly towards me, and maybe they'll come through for me. And I just said, if there's anything you can do, I was like, I'm probably going to end up in the hospital. Like, if there's anything you can do, please, please, can you do it? It would be life-changing to receive this package. And this is like a customer service person from a different country. But she's like, I'll try for you. And I was like, okay. And then I prayed so hard, and I was like, angels, please, please. I was like, I will believe in you, and I will have a stronger faith than ever before if you bring this package to my door. I have been told it is lost. It may not even exist. If you bring this to my door before I run out, I will have a bigger faith and trust in the spirit world than ever before. And maybe for me, as someone who does this work, maybe that means something more than it would for the average person. And so I said, please, please, if there's any way in the whole of the universe that you can bring this to me, bring it to me before my supply runs out. And this came yesterday at the end of the day, and I had about like this much of one of the bottles left. So it came before I ran out. Not only did they bring this, but like the FedEx person like knocked on my door. And when I answered the door, he really smiled at me. I was like, thank you. And he was just like, you're welcome. No big deal. And I was like, no, it's a very big deal. I've really been putting like my full heart into these requests for the spirit world. And it seems like my requests for assistance are answered. They seem to be being answered for many of my clients as well. So I guess now my responsibility is to go out in the world with a greater faith and a greater trust in the spirit world than ever before, and to sing the praises of the angels. I definitely recommend that you call upon the angels and spirit for specific requests that you need and things that you truly need. And I think that's what matters. It's a true intent. You know, I'm asking them, please, this is for my survival. Like, can you do anything? You know, or I know this person is tremendously depressed. I know they're suffering. Can you please uplift their spirit? Can you please give them reason to want to live, to believe? Like, can you please help that? You know what I mean? Like, it's like really, really from the depths of my being. But those requests are answered. So that's just so great. And yeah, like I just, you know, filmed a podcast episode with Amanda. Some of you may have listened to it on like trust and faith. And she's like, you're the most like faithful person that I know. And I guess I have a lot of faith, but it can be hard down here. And sometimes I don't always know what the limits are, like how much like spirit will intervene in our lives. I actually made a prayer wall. A week ago, I made a prayer wall. I did a fast for one day and prayed, and I wrote my specific prayers on these like 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper in different colored markers, and then I put them all up like over the couch. And I'm pretty sure every single one of them has been answered now. Ever since putting those up, like life has been a lot easier because I've received support around all of them. The guides are with us. Our angels are with us. They're listening. They're waiting for our requests. I think they want to help us. They want to prove to us that they're real, that they're there. It's hard, we can't see them, you know. I encourage you to ask for the support and assistance that you need to believe in something more and to begin working with the spirit world more and more. I've been working with the spirit world my entire life, and it's been a very rich journey. And this is just yet another testament to the power of the divine to support us in our lives. So thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The person from Walmart was like, please order from us again. But I mean, I'm scared. I don't know. But maybe, like, I don't know, like in this moment, like I'm feeling a little lucky. Maybe, like, I'm okay. And I hope you're okay too. Thank you for watching today's video. It's a true honor and joy to have you here. So, many blessings to you, many blessings to all that you love and hold dear, and namaste.